Roll-ups. Oh, it's always fun when somebody who is building an agency gets their first roll-up. They absolutely flip out. It's so traumatic for them. I feel like getting like a gift basket of fruit roll-ups. I don't even know if they still make those anymore, but like having them ready made on my desk and being like, oh, gift basket of fruit roll-ups that I'm going to send out to this person that just got a roll-up. Because if you are building an agency, a roll-up is going to happen. And you probably have no idea what I'm talking about because I have not seen this addressed anywhere. Like when I started in insurance, I got manuals and it was expected to read them. And some of them were even about building an agency. Nowhere in there did they cover roll-ups. But it's an essential thing for you as running a business because that's what an agency is. You need to know what this is, just like you need to know what a chargeback is. It's part of your business and you need to plan for it. A roll-up is when you have an agent that you've hired who got a chargeback and didn't pay it back. It's going to roll up to you. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that when you say or agree in any way and you submit contracts or allow anyone to be underneath you in your hierarchy, you are taking financial responsibility for that person. And this brings into question the whole idea of hire the world. Because if you hire somebody that goes out there and discovers that Mutual of Omaha will pay upfront commissions, advance commissions on controlled business. Controlled business is business written on yourself or a close family member, which, by the way, is the worst business in all of insurance, and insurance agents own personal policies because they know about plans. So a new plan comes out, they just replace it, and the old one, they might keep it, they might not. But new agents love to discover a Mutual of Omaha and that they pay advance commissions, write a policy on themselves, have all the best intentions in the world of being, number one insurance producer and thinking, oh, I'm going to pay this back. It's going to be no big deal. I'm going to invest it into leads. There are even agencies that's their model. Have somebody go and write a policy with Mutual of Omaha so that they can get some money in their pocket and buy some leads. Well, if it all works out, that's great. That's awesome. If it doesn't, that agent quits, stops checking their email, doesn't pay attention to letters that come out, stops taking your calls. They go in the witness protection program, as we like to joke about. And depending on how many weeks the carrier is going to give you, whether it's 12 or 16 weeks, eventually that debt is going to come your way and it's going to come out of your commissions. And sometimes they are nice. Sometimes they will allow you to put that debt into a side account. So if this has happened to you or you're experiencing this right now, ask the carrier if you can have that debt put into a side account so it doesn't eat up all of your commissions at once because you still got to live, right? And that way, like 25% of your commissions will go to pay that off rather than all your commissions or 50% of your commissions. And it really depends on the carrier. Some carriers are better about this than others. Foresters is wonderful with working with people. When I hear an agent say that they got terminated for debt from Foresters, I'm like, what did you do wrong? Because they work with people so well. There's really no reason to ever get terminated at Foresters for that or anything else because they're really a fantastic company. So they'll put it into a side account for you and you're going to have to pay off that debt. So it's a business, right? So if you hire an agent that's only 5% lower than you in contract level, so say you're at a 75% and you're hiring them at a 70 or you're at a 90 and you're hiring them at a 95%, and you're only making 5% on what they are producing, you would think that you're only going to get a 5% chargeback. This is the shocker. No. If they don't pay that bill, you are going to pay it. You don't just get charged back on your override, which, by the way, you will get charged back on your override. you are going to get charged back on, or a roll up, which is essentially a chargeback, on anything, any debt they left with the carrier. This includes carriers that if you have somebody who, maybe you have a model in your agency where you bring somebody on board, you get them contracted with all 10 of your carriers. All 10 of your carriers, you have a brand new person, you're going to fill out contracting for each and every one of them. If your carrier charges you an appointment fee, I'm thinking of Americo in this case. So you have a brand new person who puts in their contracting and they get charged an appointment fee, and then they never write with them, and then they quit. They're going to be still owing that appointment fee to that carrier. If they don't pay that appointment fee, that's also going to roll up to you. So you've just got to know these things in advance. Be smart about it. When you are getting a debt notice from a carrier, or you're getting copied on them, some carriers copy on them, some don't. Some copy only the ultimate upline. So unless you're an IMO, which probably if you're watching this, you're not, if you don't have that level of contract, you might be getting skipped on notices altogether. First roll-up I ever experienced, I didn't even know what a roll-up was before, was in the, all in all, when it was said and done, the agent rolled, now this is including lead debt and everything to us, over $20,000. And I had never even heard of this before, so it was a complete shocker. We were just preparing to go overseas on an incentive trip, and it rolled up, took our commissions with it. We didn't know what to do. It was a nightmare. So now you've been warned. You can be prepared. Pay attention to those debt notices. Most carriers, you have to go and log in somewhere to look at your debt report. And so you can really be prepared for these things. Don't be scared. Nobody tells you this because they think that if you know this, you won't want to build an agency. Building an agency is awesome. It's a great idea, but you just got to be smart about it, and you got to know about little, or in some people's minds, big things like this.